today we are going to present our presentation on unit Business and Corporate Law. Our topic is Australian Security Industry Commission and the HELICAR 2012. Australia's New South Wales courts and the High Court judges returned to two cases. One is Marley and Australian Security and Industry Commission. The other one is Saffron and Australian Security Industry Commission. They find that the 7 non-executive officer and the 1 director of Jeff Hardy company, they were responsible to breach the duty of the director and misleading to Australian Stock Exchange. So they proceeding again for the case that 7 executive director and 3 executive director they breached the duty of director, and they reveal the information to stock exchange, so that's the result of to breach the duty by the director. The next part will be delivered by Shweta.
So the breach here is under the section 180 of the Corporation Act, which states that the directors and other officers must perform their duties under care and without any negligence. The Supreme Court of New South Wales had stated that 7 directors of this particular company has breached their duties by approving the misleading announcement made to ASICs, which is the Australian Stock Exchange, which conveyed a sufficient fund related to asbestos-related diseases. So Meredith Heller also had breached his duties as a company director, so he was charged under the Sections 180 Act of the Corporation Act 2001.
So decision of terminable. The High Court overturned the judgment made by New South Wales Court of Appeal that ASIC does not satisfy the burden of proof that a draft announcement had been tabled and approved at the board meeting had in February. High Court stated that board minister of the meeting were considering as a formal record of proceeding of the meeting, and this can be as a strong evidence of the truth, and conclude High Court reject the lines of Court of Appeal in the principle of case Batch v. Urge and Jones v. Durkill. Case of the ASIC did not depend upon the inference, but it depends on the direct evidence in the form of minutes of February board meeting. So it can be expected from Mr. Rob to admit that he participated in the board meeting and also settled down the minute of the board, which false record that the resolution have been made a result which would be contrary his interest in every way, must be required cross-examination. So next step will be part 3.
Advisor to the board, directors must not depend on the advice of any other people such as managers and officers, and they must undertake their own inquiries. Directors are responsible for making the decisions on company's behalf, and in case of financial transactions they must investigate the matter on their own. Directors are responsible for the board procedure and process, and any internal and external advice received must be tested and verified, and directors must conduct their own due diligence and not only depend on the advice of other persons for making the decision. Importance of court's decision. James Hardy case highlights the importance of board meeting minutes as evidence for the purpose of decision taken by directors at the meeting. As per the Corporation Act 2001, company must keep the minutes book in which it records all the proceedings of the meeting within the period of 1 month from the meeting. company must make sure that minutes books of the meetings are signed by the directors of the companies within a reasonable time period after the meeting. Furthermore, minutes recorded and signed can be considered as strong evidence of the proceedings of the meeting. The next part will introduce the group.
In this case, decision of the court provides various lessons to the Australian corporation, and it also clears the duties and responsibility of the non-executive directors and definition of the officers in the act. This case states the importance of the minutes of meeting as the audience as the and decision making power of the board. These cases provide the better understanding of duties stated by ASIC for the purpose of bringing proceedings under the Corporation Act 2001. These cases are also important for the purpose of stating the duties of non-executing directors, executing directors, and management below the board level, and it also provides clarification of definition of officer under Act. And that's the end of our presentation. Thank you very much.